So you got yourself a new Fuji camera, the X-M5. Good for you, because this is an amazing little camera. But then you realize that the camera is not complete because you need some of these functional and cool accessories that will make your experience with the X-M5 even better. Fear not, because today I am sharing my top 10 accessories for the X-M5. Some of these are just simply game changers, and some of these will just make your life and experience with the Fujifilm X-M5 better. Let's get started. Number 1, peak design angle links. These are simply just great to put on your camera, so it's easy to take off your strap or switch between a strap and a handwrist strap. It's just something that will make your life completely easier, because we all been in the situation where we want to get rid of the strap, but it's attached to the camera and it's a hassle to take it off, and then we don't do it, but we will keep having this strap in our ways. And with the peak design angle links here, it's way much easier to do it. I have actually bought these on Temu, because you can get these on Temu really cheap. And I think the material is pretty much the same as the peak designs one. So yeah, you can get packs of 5 or 10 on Temu, and then you will save a lot of money. So this is just an idea for you. Speaking of neck straps, this can really make your camera look a lot more cool if you have the right neck strap. And I'm not saying that the one provided by Fuji is bad or looks bad, but I just think it's a cool way that you can change the way your camera looks. So this is, yeah, more of a aesthetic accessory that you would consider changing. And again, I think this one is pretty cool. It's just likely a rope or something, but it has a little bit of a stretch in it, which is pretty cool. And I just bought this on Temu along with the peak design angle things. So plenty to choose from. I will not say which is the right from you. I just think that this is a really cool thing that you can adjust according to your likes. And being in this ball game, I think it is really nice to get a handwrist attachment too for your camera, because this is really just a safety thing for this little small camera to have on your camera. So when you are out, you don't accidentally drop it and it falls to the ground. This way it will be saved. Also, this is a way if you live in an area with a lot of theft on the street, then this is a way that a thief cannot just take this out of your hands, because it's actually attached to you. And yeah, I've talked about this before, that the X-M5 is a really small camera. So the chances of really dropping this is, at least I think, higher than with so many other cameras, because it is not that easy to get a decent grip on the camera if you have like normal human hands. Again, I bought this one on Temu, pretty cheap. Don't have to use a lot of money of these things, but you can of course buy other brands that are more expensive if you like to. To me, this simply do what it's supposed to, and I think it looks pretty good with this sort of woven material. Talking about the grip of the camera, I think it is worth to consider buying a thumb grip, because this will help you get a better grip on the camera. It also helps cover up the hot shoe, because this has not a cover when you buy the camera. So here we have the grip attached, and yeah, you will have a thumb you can hold on to like so. And this yeah, is pretty good, because it helps you get a better grip. One thing that you have to consider though is that it is not designed that great for this, because it will cover up the Q button up here, so it is not that easy to press on it. If also the buttons on the front here are a little harder to get a touch on, but it is still usable, I think. So when you buy the thumb grip, you also get a little shutter release button, which is something, if you like this color, you can attach to the camera as well. Talking about grips, I definitely think it is worth buying this. This is the L grip, which you attach under the camera. And why is this great? Yeah, it makes the camera a little bit deeper here, so it's easier to get a grip on the camera. Also, what it does, it is that it changes the way the knobs are down here, the screw holes, so you can attach the camera into different screw holes here which will make it easier for you to align it in some situations. And the reason I say this is that originally the screw hole on the Fuji camera here is not aligned with the lens, which is pretty strange because this is definitely something that you would like. But now with the L-grip attached to it, then you have the screw hole aligned with the lens, which is pretty good. Also, they have made this little marking down here, which tells you where the center of the lens is. So yeah, a really good design on this. Yeah, way better than on the thumb grip. And I think they have thought this pretty well out, so you can attach or detach the battery and the SD card if you'd like to. Also, they have provided a screw thingy you can take out, and you can attach or detach the mount from here, which is pretty good. When you combine the L mount and the thumb grip, you have a pretty good hold on the camera, I think. It feels way more safe for you to carry the camera around in your hand without having any fear of like dropping it or losing the grip. So I think it is definitely worth the money. While we're talking about grips, you can also get a leather case design, which also will give you a better grip on the camera. This is also from SmallRig. I haven't bought this because I think it takes away too much of the original design for the camera. But if you like this kind of look, it is definitely worth also to look into this leather case grip to get a better grip on your camera. With the L-grip mount, you also get this attachable dead cat that you can put into the hot shoe again, which is nice because it covers the hot shoe. And yeah, this will cover the microphones, so you won't get that much wind noise into the microphones, which is pretty good if you just want to use the on-camera microphones to talk to and vlog. And speaking about the hot shoe mount, you also get a cover for the hot shoe mount if you just want to use this. Again, really nice because this is not in the Fujifilm case. And in this package as well, you also get a shutter button that you can attach to the camera. So if you're not going to buy the L-grip or the thumb grip, then I still think you should buy a hot shoe cover, because for me at least, I don't like that the hot shoe is out in the open because you never know if something will damage it. And you can buy hot shoe covers on Amazon, but again, you can buy these on Temu pretty cheap. And I just bought this one here and it was like $1-2, so really cheap. And while we're at it, on Temu, if you don't have any shutter buttons because you didn't buy the L-grip or the thumb grip from SmallRig, then you can buy a lot of different kinds of shutter buttons on Temu as well, which are cheaper than the ones you can find on Amazon. And you can see I have a little package here with a red and a silver and a black one. And at the moment on my Fuji camera I have this tree look one, which I think is pretty cool. One thing I definitely think you should consider buying is a mist filter for your Fuji camera, because a lot of these great recipes for the Fuji cameras has a negative amount of clarity, which will make the camera take longer when it's processing images. And this is really annoying if you ask me. So to counter this, you can simply put on a mist filter and then you will get the minus clarity, this sort of softness into your photos without having to put the clarity on a different number than just simply 0. I would recommend this one here. This is simply just from K&F. It actually is 2 filters in one because you can screw them together. It's a 1/8 of mist and it's a 1/4 of mist. And these works really well. They are not that expensive. And yeah, you just screw them onto the lens and then you have this sort of a mistiness, diffused look to your photos or videos. Another option I would recommend is the Freewell magnetic version, because these you can attach to your camera and then you can take off the mist filter pretty easy because they are attached with magnets. And this works really well. And it's a pretty good system, and I think that the Freewell filters deliver some really high top glass for you for a cheap amount of money at least. And also with this Freewell set here, you actually get an ND filter, which is the next thing I think you should consider buying for your Fujifilm camera, especially if you are into video, but also if you would like to do some longer shutter speed kinds of photos. But with this set, you will get 2 different sets of ND filters, 1 to 5 stops and a 6 to 9 stop. And you can actually also put these on top of each other, but I don't think you will ever need to do this. And yeah, these are easy to swap out if you need to, and you can put them on the magnetic attachment on your camera, pretty easy. And with this set, there is also a mist filter that you can use on this. Then for your filters, I would recommend you buy some step-up rings to make your filters work on different lenses. So what you actually do is that you buy a really big filter like 77mm or 82mm, and then you buy these step-up rings in different sizes that will make you able to attach your filter onto the step-up rings, and then you can put the step-up rings into your lens and they will work. And yeah, the more lenses you have with different diameters on the lens, you will need different filters, but yeah, you can buy these along the way when you get new lenses if you do so. And the step-up filters are pretty cheap compared to buying a lot of different filters for different sizes of lenses. So really the best option out there. So I love this X-M5 camera a lot, but one thing I don't like that much is the battery life, because the camera drains pretty fast when you use it. So you definitely need to buy some more batteries. And I just bought this Baxter battery pack. It comes with a charger, which is pretty nice also, because they don't give you this in the Fujifilm X-M5 case. And with the charger I also got 2 of these batteries that you can charge at the same time. So now I have 3 batteries instead of 1, which will make the shooting time with this camera way longer. So when you're out shooting, you won't run into running out of battery time. And these batteries here from Baxter are the S version, which is the newer batteries in this NPW126 category. So you will get the updated chip version that supposedly works better, and also is the battery that is provided with the camera when you buy it. So an honorable mention that I don't think you actually need unless you do time lapses or something where you don't want to put any shake into your camera. It could be this analog shutter release button, which I just think looks pretty cool. So you attach this to the camera shutter button, and then you can press this and it will start taking the photo. And when you press it down, it will release the shutter button. And yeah, it is really useful if you do like long exposure shots, or you just want to make sure that you put the minimal amount of shake into the camera when you press the shutter. And this analog one just looks really nice, but of course you can also buy a digital one, but I just really like the looks of this one here. So this was my list of Fuji accessories. Do you own any of these accessories, or are you considering buying any? Please let me know in the comments. Also, if you have any accessories that I didn't mention that you think should be on the list, please let me know. I would love to hear that. If the video helped you, please make sure to give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more Fujifilm content. I will see you around, guys. Boy.
I'm the biggest in the game, I'm the one they talk about. Everybody know my name, my resume is loud. I ain't even gotta talk, you can tell by how I walk when I step